Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is, I think, the sixth webinar out of the EU Code Week 2023 webinar series. So we are really, really glad today because we will be exploring a topic that is not really hyped, but it's really, really important. We will, as you know, European Commission and now also national governments, they will try to bring digital citizenship closer to tomorrow generations. They want to make today's students digital, to have the digital capacity of the upcoming years, because the innovation technology is getting super quickly, is hitting us, and we really want to, for the future generations, to be equipped for what is coming over. And of course, in the EU Code Week, we couldn't leave you without without exploring further this particular topic. We are really proud to have a new collaboration with a partner from Digital Child Rights Organization. And that's why we organize together this webinar today, because you will learn more with practical tools combining digital children's rights and digital games on how to bring this topic closer to your students. We are really, really happy to explore this further, because even though we try to teach in the Code Week digital literacy and coding into the classroom, we promote a lot of teaching activities, innovative ones, the ones that you can grab on from our website and implement in your classrooms. But we don't want you to forget that all this digital environment holds some dangers, and we really want to promote online safety for your students and yourselves. That's why we are here today. And before giving the floor to Peter to guide us through this amazing presentation, I would like to let you know that EU Code Week officially is ending in a couple of days, but this is not over. If you implement any of these activities, if you implement any of these games that Peter is going to show you today, please put this activity in the map, post it in the EU Code Week map, so other teachers can see what you did in your classrooms, and motivate each other and inspire each other. So we are here for you. I'm going to leave in the chat some great challenges you can take part on in the Code Week, under EU Code Week, and also, of course, our map, so you can have a look as well. But I won't take any more of your time. Peter, the floor to you. Thank you for being today with us, and looking forward for this amazing presentation. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Irene. And thank you, the whole Code Week team, for doing a great job. And I'm proud to be a member of the community for my first year. And maybe there are many community members who are member for a long time, but this is my first time, so I'm proud to be here. Thank you to join this webinar, and I will explain you something about our foundation. And what is our mission and our role. And of course, I want to explain you something about digital children's rights, and also the practical tools, and also our panel, the Voice of Children, about their rights in the digital environment. Of course, you can have questions. I have a chat near me, and I invite you to join. I've also a present for you if you send me an email. So that's in the end of this hour. But Irene, thank you for joining us and being a proud member of the Code Week. And here we go. I think it's so important to look at how we are organized and what we are doing, because in every neighborhood you are, maybe as a teacher or a school or in social domain, active on coding or on children's rights related to the digital environment. And me as a person also thought, how can we support everybody on this topic? I'm Peter Joziasse, living in the Netherlands. and I'm proud to be your host today. And I will explain you something about our foundation, the Digital Child Rights Foundation. We are also talking today about our participation platform, Child Rights Play, and about our Child Rights panel, the Voices of Children. I'm a proud member of UNICEF as a volunteer, and we as a foundation are partnered to connect of the Digital Coalition of the ITU. And I will introduce you also the new SDG Digital Agenda, which is very important for us to work on a better and safer internet for all children in the world. Our foundation is based, of course, on the convention signed in '89 when there was no internet or internet was coming. But 2 years ago, the General Comment 25 was signed by almost 200 member states and also, I think, your country. And more than a year, we studied on this General Comment 25, and we will share the link, of course, in this webinar. But we created 10 themes for children and young people, and also for adults, teachers, and caretakers. When you look, we also use Morse code. It's an old code, but we use in our communication and in our games also the Morse code. Later, I will tell you more about that, and I will explain more about the themes. Yeah, I believe that we don't structurally listen to the opinion feedback of our children about their digital life and their experiences. We have to improve the digital world. Also, when you start coding with children and young people, and we as adults creating a safe digital environment for our citizens in Europe. So our mission is that we want, of course, children and young people to become more aware of their rights in the digital world. Are they aware? And when they start coding, what's then important for them to create an inspirational and safe digital world? And yeah, we as adults don't listen enough. So we have to listen more carefully to the opinion and ideas and feedback, and also the problems of their children and the young people. So therefore, we want to encourage better and more inclusive participation for children, for every child in the world. We want to be inclusive. So in the end, it's all about participation, not only awareness and education, but we developed a toolbox I will show you. And in the end, we want to empower young children and connect them meaningfully and protect them safely. So our target groups are children and young people from 10 till 18 years and above, I will explain. And of course, also parents and caretakers. Do they know what's happening online, and how do they support their children and guide them in the digital world? We are searching for partners in every country and every city in the social domain, like you, teachers who want to work on digital literacy and digital skills and have tools to talk about the digital world our children and young people are living in. Also the municipality in your country, because they want to involve young people and want to participate. And we want to bridge the gap between hybrid learning and practical learning about this topic, and of course also the social domain and the municipalities who are working and are responsible for the digital safe infrastructure. So we have to work together on that. And we are creating in every country and every city a network of young people, a creative, cultural, that's my background, and also vulnerable people and young children. So this is our target group. Our activities are based on participation from 10 till 18 years old. At that time, children become more digital. They want to be responsible on their own. They don't listen anymore to their father and mother or caretakers. And we want to give them the opportunity to have chances in the digital world and give their opinion and feedback. And all the young people from 18 years and above, from middle school, high school, etc., we want to give them the opportunity for internships and jobs, freelance jobs, side jobs, and doing research in every country. So it's not only your school or your municipality, but we in the end are a youth network and a youth organization. And in the end, we organize this in a child rights desk. This is our toolbox. I will explain you on 3 levels. It starts with awareness, of course, some education, but in the end, participation. This toolbox is available at this time in Dutch and English, and we are open to produce any language you want. So to conclude, a few weeks ago, the United Nations in New York introduced the SDG digital agenda. And we were asked to visit and to join. And therefore we translated all our activities towards the SDGs. And here you see on the highest level as a foundation, we focus, of course, on reduce inequalities and digital rights for children and young people. And our mission is that we want to be inclusive and of course want to collaborate with all the social domain organizations, schools in a city. And we want to build a digital coalition. And we are searching for funding at this moment in the Netherlands, but also in your country. We want to support you for funding to start programs on participation and give children and young people from 18 years and above the opportunity to find work because when it's about poverty, it's very important to do that. In our advocacy, we, based on the SDG 16, peace and justice, it's about all digital protection, child online protection. We created a participation platform, I will show you. And our platform is very important when it comes to meaningful connectivity based on your child rights. And that's the digital connectivity we bring on. And our panel is related to SDG 3. When you are listening to children about their health and well-being, it's very important to listen to their voices. And in the end, maybe you are working in that field. It's all about gender equality, ICT for girls, coding for girls, and digital empowerment. Our programs are formally fitting into the digital literacy curriculum. And of course, our tools want to build on a more quality education and digital skills. Giving young people the opportunity to find work in the digital world. So this is the introduction. I find it important because we are growing. This is our first year and we are searching for collaboration. And therefore we analyzed the Gender Comment 25 about children's rights related to the digital world. And I will show you and explain you what we did with the Gender Comment 25. We translated them for young people, but also for caretakers, teachers, etc., in 10 themes. And I will explain you shortly how about the themes. So everybody. In the digital world, all children and young people should be able to participate without discrimination. And we created the playing cards, this tool. This tool is also available for you. I will talk about that later on. But when it comes to everybody, and when you start coding, for instance, it's very important to know that everybody the right to have access. Also when you are poor, also when you are when you have limitations, and also without discrimination. Online, it's a very big problem about discrimination. The second theme is chances. All children and young people must be able to develop well and be given sufficient opportunities. And this is all about how they can learn thanks to the digital world, how to develop themselves in every age appropriate, being creative, and but they have the right to be helped by adults. Fair. It must be based on their own interests. With the right information and no fake informations, without bully and without abuse. Opinion. Yes, this is one of our core themes of our foundation in the digital world. All children and young people should be able to participate and express their opinion safely. So everyone, not the usual suspects, but everyone. And we have to listen. That's the main problem, I believe, that we don't listen enough to our children and young people. They have the right to be heard because they are grown up in the digital world, and many adults don't know what's happening there. And they have to collaborate. When we build digital infrastructure and when we start coding for a better digital world, please involve children. They have the rights when it's come to their situation. And of course, they must feel free to share their opinion. When it comes on to freedom, they have to be free, with respect, without influence by organizations, and there must be digital spaces online to collaborate and come together to have a learningful time and create. Active. At school, in spare time, without gambling, and with guidance, age appropriate. This is very important, and this is the main opportunity, of course, to be active in the digital world for children and young people, but with guidance. And when it comes to health, that's another part. On the right, you can see enough rest. Children and young people are many hours online, and it's a problem. They feel it's a problem when you talk to them. So there must be good care. You have to be trust and correct information about your health. And of course, the privacy of children and young people are based on their own identity and no fake accounts. Be aware of the use of data and make sure you know what is done with your personal data online. It's a very important topic. Please understand well the information about your online privacy. And I think personally that there must be a privacy statement for children on every website. And please pay attention. No one is allowed to pretend to be you online, and be careful what you share about yourself. And when it comes to safe, of course, safe environments, when you are in danger, there must be help with good protection. And another important topic is your real age. TikTok is for children from 13 years and above. And when you ask children, they are all under 18 years on TikTok because they tell that they are 15 or 16. And when I talk to children in schools, in classrooms, I say, okay, and there is a man from 65 and he says that he is 13. So the real age is very important, and you have to discuss this with your children and young people. Also when it comes to coding. And the last one, the rules in the digital world, everyone, including all children and young people, has to deal with all the rules properly. And it's about the clear language. Do you understand it? do not falsely accuse, no child labor, and fair punishment. So these are the 10 themes of the Document 25 translated to the digital world for children and young people. And it would be great when you add in in the chat, and I'll go on, which theme is the most important for you and the children in your environment. So please let us know in the chat which a theme is for you personally or for your children the most important one. So this is after our explanation about foundation and about the Document 25. This is the basic of our foundation, and based on that we created a toolkit. And yes, I see in the chat, safe is of course very important. We as a foundation are very positive, so hey, be aware of, is it safe, your privacy and your health, and hey, know what the rules are, but hey, there are chances, and give your opinion. So we are very positive when we talk about the digital world. Now I will explain you something about our tools. On 3 levels. And I don't want to explain all the tools, but I will share you some tools based on the 10 themes. This is the Dutch version of our playing cards. And in the end, I will give you the opportunity to subscribe for these playing cards. So children play with the cards, and in the they collect 4 the same themes, and in the end they discuss about what is important for them. We created also Let's Talk, and that is based on discussions with children and young people about their digital life. What are their problems? How do they want to be supported? And what is for them the most important things to be aware of in the digital world? So in the end, it's all about our guest lessons, but we have tools to use to be young people in your city. And the Digital Child Rights Show is based on fake or new, or real or fake. And children and young people create masks and tell something about their digital life. In this case, about how safe their digital life is. And they create a story, real or fake, with mask or without mask. And this is a great guest lesson. And we created a toolkit. It's a real box with all these tools in it. And this is the last one, I believe. This is the Digital Child Rights Walk. It's now active in The Hague, and we want to share and bring it to every country and every city. It's based on discovering and crack the codes, the Morse codes. It's a web app outside in the neighborhood of children, in this case in The Hague in the Living Lab. And children walk the Digital Child Rights Walk and crack the code, and a red zone becomes a green zone. They are searching for the take control signs. They crack the code and answer different questions about, hey, how could this environment, this tunnel, this street, this park, this schoolyard, how could this be more safe, nice, inspirational, clean, and with or without technology. So Take Control is a web app. It's not a real Pokemon Go, but it's really great to see children in their neighborhoods. And we want to involve them in having their voice on a more safer environment and neighborhoods. And yes, we use also the codes, not the traditional codes of program and coding, but the Morse codes. And we explained at that time what is AI and deep learning, and And then it's nice to have a universal language with based in this case on the Morse code. So this was a short introduction of our tools. You can find them also online. I want to share them with you. And then I will show you in the end the results, the first results of our digital child rights panel. When we are active with children and young people in their free time or in classroom, we always ask their opinion. How about your digital life? What is important for you? What are your problems? And what is your wish? And hey, do you have a good idea for your neighborhood in your city? And that's our panel. So therefore we created two platforms. A platform for professionals and adults. It's digitalchildrights.org, and in the end it's .org/Berlin or Athens. It's a city and also a school. And for children and young people, we created childrightsplay.com, and it's in 9 languages at this moment. We are working on it, but it's in 9 languages. So our physical tools are in Dutch and in English. And we want to collaborate with you and translate them in your own language. But online we have 9 languages where we ask children about their opinion in the digital world. And I told you what's your opinion on digital life? What are your wishes? How about your city and your digital city? Tell me something about your neighborhood. What kind of support do you need? And what are your problems? And in the end, we want to start a digital child rights panel based on these tools and based on our platform in every city. And here I will show you the first results of the city in The Hague of 200 young people from 16 and 20 years old. And when they give their opinion about, hey, is everybody does have access, and also when you are poor and disabled without discrimination, children in the Netherlands from 16 to 20 years old say, okay, it's very good, it's okay. But 5% is not okay. And of course, this is for discussion with, of course, not only the children, we give their opinion back, and also for the teacher and also for the schools, but also for UNICEF, for instance, for the Code Week community and also for the municipality. So this is everybody. Chances, yes, of course, they have many chances in the Netherlands and I believe in Europe. But last summer I was in Malawi, and then it's a great opportunity to connect children meaningfully to the digital world and protect them and give them chances. So in Europe it's okay, and not always. Is it fair? No, 15% is not good. So then you have discussion of course, why is it not totally green? Opinion. Oh, it's not always safely to give their opinion. And many children and young people say that the adults don't listen to them. And they don't know what's happening in the digital world. When it's come to freedom, not everybody feels free to think or to believe or to do anything in the digital world. So you see it becomes more and more red. Active, it's no problem. They have fun and learn well, not all the time. But there is another problem rising, and that's healthy and their mental health and well-being. Children are not happy and not, the mental health of children and young people is not okay. They want to be less online. And that's a great discussion how we raise that goal. Privacy, the same. They are not happy with their privacy. They don't understand. They are by organizations with commercial purpose attacked. So that's not okay. They don't feel safe. There are not protected in the digital world, and they in our toolkits have challenges about a safe online challenge, or bullying, and etc. And the rules, yeah, many children don't know what the rules are. They are not aware. It all started, and then yeah, it happens. And when you ask, for instance, children and young people who received a dick pic in the digital world about sexting, for instance, and everybody says yes. And when caretakers, teachers, and parents listen to this, for instance, in our theater, we also created a play. They say, "Oh wow, this is happening. We know, but we don't know." And we have to listen to our children and young people about their life in the digital world. So in the end, average, they give their digital life average a 7. When it comes on average, all the themes, it's a 6. It's a 6. The digital worlds and children and young people believe it's only a 6. That's not okay, and it's growing. This problem is growing, so we have to work. When it comes also to coding, we have to work on a better and safer internet for all our children and young people. So therefore, and this is the end of my presentation, and we can start a discussion, or you can ask me anything. I invite you, based on our role and center of expertise, we create funds in the Netherlands, but also international. We have a studio where we develop tools based and together with children and young people. And when we collaborate with you in your country or your city, we want to produce, of course, the same tools, but transformed into your local situation in your language. So in the end, it's funding programs, developing tools. We are searching in every country, but in every municipality, every district, searching for partners in the social domain, schools, municipalities, and we want to build a youth network in your community, in your city, with your school. So we want to start a youth network in every city to do programs based on our tools. The tools are very flexible to use. In the end, it's not only awareness and education, but it's participation. So therefore, we offer you our childrightsplay.com panel platform, with very important, the voice of children and young people. But in the end, we want to give young people the opportunity to find internships, to scale our activities in every city, in every country. And that is what we do. So we set up a desk in a municipality with schools and young people to give them internships. And when we are funding this, it's not only to produce playing cards, for instance, but it is funding to give children and young people the opportunity to find work, side jobs, freelance jobs, and internships in the digital world. So from 18 and above, we set up a desk, and young people from this age will give guest lessons, peer-to-peer, to children from 10, primary school, secondary school, from 10 till 18 years old, with different kind of tools, with themes. And this is what we do. And we are ready to bring it to your city and to your country, and bring it to you. And therefore, for this webinar, we want to invite you to initiate a short pilot program in your country, with children, of course, and young people in your city. And you request our free card game and our basic guest lesson as a as a starting point. It's in English at this moment. And of course, we can discuss how to do this pilot, etc. So when we have requests, we will give you a training, because every young citizen involved will become a member of our foundation and the network. And we are train the trainer. So they get a certificate, and we can talk about how to involve children with our tools, but also young people to play a role. So send an email with information about your city, who you are, your role, which school do you want to involve, and add your postal address. And this is for free. So in the end, it could be a trigger to find partners and funding in your own city and country. But we want to share this with you, not only the knowledge about digital children's rights and the General Comment 25. All the information is also digital available, but we want to send you by post the playing cards and a digital guest lesson. And in a question in the chat, and I think it's now time for questions. Yeah. How old should be our students to take part in this program? We are focusing on children from 10 till 18 years old with our tools to raise awareness, to educate, and ask them to participate and give them their opinion. And our tools are tested with all these ages. So children from 16, 17, 18 years old, they get challenges, and we create a festival with our tools. And of course, we discuss with them what are rights, etc., and what are problems. And we have good talks with older children. But when they are 10, 11, 12, they have the first experiences, they have maybe the first problems, and yeah, we have to help them to talk about what's happening in your digital world. So all our tools are fit for 10 till 18 years old. But when it comes to peer-to-peer and how to organize our programs, we are open for 18 years and above. So high school, etc., early middle school, universities, young people who want to be involved, to do research, have an internship, giving cash lessons, creating reports about the voices of children. So this is the question about how old should be our students in this program. Are there other questions?
Thank you so much, Peter. Yeah, we encourage everyone to post questions or open the microphone and raise a concern or something that you would like to share. I try, to navigate through the our website. You go with website and find some information that may be connected with what Peter just mentioned. I have posted the blog post that he's explaining written all this amazing initiative that they are working on. And also, if you would like to learn more on online safety and how to navigate technologies into your classroom, starting from scratch, if you don't have previous experience, but if you also have experience and you need to learn new tools, our new MOOC is open still for registrations. Please have a look. It would be great to learn more about children's mental health, digital societies, and other amazing modules that they are exploring topics on technology in the classroom. So I just also left you a nice GDPR map for AI that created in the previous MOOC that we had in autumn. So just try to summarize a bit what we have for you. So we have So we have a question. Is there something similar for kindergarten? Or maybe Peter can tell us how we can adapt these ideas for the kindergarten, maybe?
Yes, a good question. We are focusing on from 10 till 18 years old, because at that time, parents and caretakers have problems to follow their children, young people, because they want to be responsible children on their own, and they take risk in real life, but also in the digital life. But it's of course very important to work in kindergarten area, younger children. We are open to explore how, for instance, our playing cards could be in a simple language, because our playing with cards is also for children from younger age. So if you are interested, I can share with you the playing cards. And when you have a question about, hey, can we work on a simple version for younger children from beneath 10 years old, that's great. The mask guest lesson is also very interesting, because how do you feel and do you show it? The guest lesson is show me. They create a mask and also discuss with each other with a mask or without mask. So our tools are also fit for younger ages. And of course, maybe Irene and the Code Week team can share other examples for younger children. But we are open to collaborate to work on tools for children from 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. So
That's
send
good.
me an email on digitalchildrights.org.
I also put the email on the chat now, just to. It's the info, isn't it? Email account.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
So you can send to Peter, and he will guide you through it. Just to also, there is a question if we can share the presentation via email after the meeting, if this will be possible.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And also, of course, as Peter said, you can adapt. Like, it's good to get some ideas if you receive the cards, or like a walk through the website. You can find inspiration and then implement in your way in the classroom. It's always up to language and culture. Like each country tries to implement this kind of activities in different way, and of course we cannot get every idea of like the whole EU and Western Balkan countries, but we are here to give you the first step on how you can work on this. And also this is why this kind of webinars, from my perspective, they're super important, just to give you the idea, open the door to new topics for you to explore with your students. So then you can make an activity inspired from like the cards or other games. And then after this activity, you can post it in the map and other teachers can see it and like see that this is happening. It's not hard to work on this, on children's rights, because sometimes, like we listen to a word, okay, right, how we can implement this activity in the classroom, like in a digital perspective, it's so theoretical. But no, if we are not doing it as a game, at the end of the day, students will never be really appealed to this. These activities won't be appealed in a theoretical basis. We need to give them a game, something practical to work on. And I believe that today's session, it was really good and full of information for you to digest afterwards. I'm sure you can find a lot of steps. So we have another comment that's interesting in the cards. So technological high school, yes, I'm sure that Peter would be also interested to explore these areas. Of course, also like especially for young students that they're working in the tech area, they need this support on the dangers, because they're getting into so deeply into technology and they forget about how consuming this can be, on what dangers this can enclose for them. So yes, email Peter to find out more information for those interested, because this is up to your interest and your time to invest and what you want to build for your community and your school. So unfortunately, I don't think that we give certificates, but for the webinars. But we can, I will check in with my team, and if you can send me an email, I will let you know. But so far, this is open to everyone for the Code Week perspective. But you can post this webinar as an activity in the EU Code Week map. Post the link, say we attended the EU Code Week webinar, and this could be an activity for you. And if you raise a lot of activities, as you know, you get certificates, of course. So just don't forget to upload this activity as well. It's a simple way to educate yourself and be part of the community, of course. If anyone else has any questions or want to say something, otherwise I won't. We want to keep you forever. Yes, Peter,
Yeah.
of course.
Maybe the question about certificates. So we want to share our tools, start a pilot and a program. Ask children about their opinions. So when you have coding activities, you can also use our forms on childrights.com. Send us an email, because then we can collect the opinion of your activity, your children, young people, and we want to share this with you. So that's one. And when you, as a person, are interested to be involved as an ambassador, we train you the tools, give you a formal letter, and after the training, you get a certificate. So when it's about starting a pilot program, we want to share our tools. It's very important to think about who is running the program, and we believe it's very important to put young people from 18 years and above in the middle, in the center, to do this job for us, to give guest lessons. So they become our ambassadors and they get a certificate. So that is my answer to the certificate question.
So this can be.
Thank you for joining, everybody.
Thank you. And this is really relevant for students in the technological high school, of course. So it would be great to give it also a go and try it, and it would be great. Thank you all so much. Your presence here is really, really valuable for all of us. We couldn't thank you enough for taking time to attend these sessions, and especially these kind of sessions that they are not, like already in your scope, and it's something new for you, so it's like a bit harder to join and follow, and we fully understand this. So yes, another webinar will come up 2nd of November, but we will in my overall email I can let you know about the upcoming webinar. It will be again hands-on to again a really nice topic as well. So we are trying to bring you nice things, and we hope you like it. Thank you. Enjoy your evening. Stay healthy, because autumn it's like pass on, and winter is coming, and many of us are getting sick already. Take care and post your activities. Don't forget to coding with your students, and bring computational thinking in the classroom. Thank you all for joining. Bye.